At the height of his ministry and miracles, many Jews came to believe in Jesus as Messiah, the Son of God. Jewish leaders feared Jesus because of his growing followers. With the help of Judas Iscariot, Roman soldiers arrested Jesus and he was put on trial for claiming to be the king of the Jews. According to Roman law, the punishment for rebellion against the king was death by crucifixion. The Roman governor Pontius Pilate was reluctant when it came to the punishment for Jesus. Pilate could find no wrong in Jesus, yet he wanted to give the people what they wanted, and that was the death of Jesus. Pilate washed his hands in front of the crowd to symbolize that he was not taking responsibility for the bloodshed of Jesus, and then handed Jesus over to be beaten and lashed. Jesus had a crown of thorns thrust on his head and made to carry his cross along the pathway to the hill where he would be crucified. The location of Jesus' crucifixion is known as Calvary, which is translated from a place of skull. Crowds had gathered to mourn and watch Jesus' death. Jesus was nailed to the cross between two criminals and his sides pierced by a sword. While Jesus was mocked, one of the criminals asked Jesus to remember him, and Jesus responded, "Truly, I tell you, today you will be with me in paradise." Jesus then looked to heaven and asked God, "Forgive them, for they do not know what they do." When taking his last breath, Jesus spoke, "Father, into your hands I commit my spirit. It is finished." Extraordinary events marked the death of Jesus. The sky was completely dark for 3 hours as Jesus hung on the cross. At the moment of his last breath, the earth shook, the temple curtain split from top to bottom, and the tombs of saints opened and their bodies raised from the dead. The crucifixion of Jesus was a part of God's plan from the very beginning of the birth of Jesus. The sin of mankind would require a sacrifice. The sinless life of Jesus was lived and given so that man could receive salvation and eternal life in heaven. After his death, Jesus went up in heaven and there he met God. All his pain and wounds had gone. The God told him that his followers need him, and so he sent him to the earth again to save his people. Jesus was resurrected. After the resurrection, Mother Mary bought some spices to put on Jesus' body. She went to the tomb early morning with her 2 friends. On the way, they were discussing the big stone which is kept at the entrance. They were thinking that who would roll the big stone from there. But on reaching, they saw that the stone had been removed already. It was a huge stone. The women went into the tomb, and on the right side, they saw a young man sitting. He was an angel. The angel asked, "Are you searching for the body of Jesus, the one who was nailed to cross?" He told them that God has risen Jesus to life and the body of Jesus had disappeared. Jesus took his people's sins and had risen again for the sake of his people.